Yesterday we proved the modulation theorem. The continuation of the property. That property is property number 3. Fs f of ax equal to 1 by a fs of s by a. So this is the change of scale property. We know that fs of f of ax equal to root 2 by pi integral over 0 to infinity f of ax sin sx dx. You take that ax equal to some t, then a dx equal to dt. So dx equal to dt by a. Substituting in this right hand side, you will get that root 2 by pi 0 to infinity f of t sin s x is t by a. So t by a we can write dx is dt by a. So 1 by a root 2 by pi integral of 0 to infinity f of t sin s by a t dt. So 1 by a root 2 by pi root 2 by pi. So in the place of s by a is there. Therefore, we can write this as 1 by a fs of Fourier sine transform of s by a. So similarly, we can prove that. Fc of f of ax equal to 1 by a fc of s by a. This one property. Next property Fourth property, fs of f dash of x equal to minus s into fc of s if f of x tends to 0 as x tends to infinity. As x tends to infinity. Write the solution for this. Let fs of f dash of x equal to root 2 by pi integral over 0 to infinity f dash of x sin sx dx. So here you take that sin sx is u, f dash x dx is dv. So s sin sx dx is du, f of x is v. So integration over u dv formula, that is root 2 by pi. Root 2 by pi. What is u dv? uv sin sx. V is f of x. F of x minus v du. Sorry, it's not sin sx, na? S cos sx minus f of x s cos sx dx. So it is from 0 to infinity. Here also you can write that 0 to infinity. Here in root 2 by pi, if you substituting 0, sin 0, 0, leave it. If you substituting infinity, f of infinity. So here given that f of x tends to 0 as x tends to infinity. So f of infinity equal to 0 here. If you are applying that upper limit and lower limit, that will be 0. So first term equal to 0 for upper limit and lower limit. Therefore second integration is there. Minus is there. Minus, take it outside. Take it s outside. Integral over 0 to infinity f of x cos sx dx. F of x cos sx dx. So it is a Fourier transform minus s into Fourier cosine transform of f of x. Therefore, fs of f dash of x is fs of f dash of x equal to minus s into fc of s as f of x tends to 0 as x tends to infinity. This is one property. Next property is fc of f dash of x. Fifth property, fc of f dash of x equal to minus root 2 by pi f of 0 minus root 2 by pi f of 0 plus s into fs of s. If f of x tends to 0 as x tends to infinity. So here we can write that fc of f dash of x is root 2 by pi integral or 0 to infinity cos sx fc now cosine transform cos sx f dash of x dx. So here cos sx is u, f dash x dx is dv. So cos sx is u minus sin sx into s dx equal to du. So what is v here? F of x is v. Once again use that u dv formula here. Integration of u dv formula will get that this value is root 2 by pi, that is equal to root 2 by pi. What is u? U is cos sx dv uv cos sx into f of x from 0 to infinity minus integral over v du, integral over v is f of x, integral of 0 to infinity du is minus sin sx s. So minus minus plus sin sx into s into dx, s into dx, that is equal to root 2 by pi. Substituting infinity here, so f of infinity is 0. F of infinity tends to 0 as x tends to infinity. Therefore, first upper limit is 0. Lower limit is cos 0 is 1, f of 0, minus minus plus take it s outside, remaining is 0 to infinity f of x sin sx dx. So multiply this root 2 by pi f of 0 and then minus is there and then plus root 2 by pi integral of 0 to infinity f of x sin sx dx. That is a Fourier sine transform of f of x. That means fs of s. That is a proof of this theorem, this property. Property number 6. Prove that fs of xf of x equal to minus d by ds of fc of s. Here, what is FC of S? We are taking this one. FC of S. FC of S is Fourier cosine transform of f of x. So what is Fourier cosine transform of f of x? Fourier cosine transform of f of x equal to root 2 by pi integral over 0 to infinity f of x cos sx sin fs na, not fc. Okay, fc of s na, Fourier cosine transform f of x cos sx dx. Now differentiate with respect to s on both sides. Differentiate with respect to s on both sides. We will get Fourier cosine transform of d by ds of fc of s equal to root 2 by pi integral or 0 to infinity f of x. Here cos sx is there na. Now to partially differentiate with respect to s. What is the rule? That rule is called the unit 1 itself. I told na. That rule is called, if you are differentiating on both sides, you have to partially differentiate with respect to s. That rule is called, am I audible?
LHospital.
இல்ல, அந்த எல்ஹாஸ்பிடல் ரூல் வேற. இங்க இந்த ரூல் பேர் லிமிட்ஸ் வந்து கான்ஸ்டன்டா இருந்தா என்ன ரூல், லிமிட்ஸ் வந்து வேரியபிளா இருந்தா என்ன ரூல்னு தனித்தனியா கொடுத்துருக்கேன். given the different two rules. Correct. What is the rule name? What is the rule name? Try, no problem. Leibniz rule. Leibniz rule. Very good. So here root 2 by pi, root 2 by pi, if you are differentiate with respect to s means integral over 0 to infinity f of x, differentiate this minus sin sx x dx. So minus, take it outside, root 2 by pi integral over 0 to infinity x f of x sin sx dx. So it is a Fourier minus Fourier sine transform of x f of x. This is a minus Fourier sine transform of x f of x. In the place of f of x, x f of x is there, so you have to write this. Therefore, the Fourier d by ds of Fourier cosine transform is equal to minus fs of x into f of x. Similarly, we can prove fc of x into f of x, fc of x into f of x equal to d by ds of fs of x. This one more important result. So you have to do this. Take it that as your homework. Is the board is visible now?
Yes, sir.
But here somewhat glare is there. Not able to view properly, no? Find the Fourier cosine transform of problems in Fourier cosine and sine transform. Find the Fourier cosine transform of Fourier cosine transform of find the Fourier cosine transform of f of x equal to cos x if 0 less than x less than a, if 0 less than x less than a, 0 if x greater than or equal to. What is the Fourier cosine transform of f of x? Root 2 by pi integral over 0 to infinity f of x cos sx dx. But here root 2 by pi 0 to a, only 0 to a, f of x is cos x, cos x cos sx dx. So yesterday only you told what is cos a cos b formula?
Of cos A plus B plus cos A minus B.
Cos a cos b equal to of cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. So therefore we can write this as, is it visible or not? This one
Sir, light of
light the previously.
previously it's okay, sir.
Okay, so because that light is not proper, that is one light is not proper. One light is it is not disturbing to you. Now one light is switch off and switch on. That is any disturbance.
But it is fine now.
Okay, fine. So here root 2 by pi. First we have to write that root 2 by pi. Root 2 by pi integral over 0 to infinity cos a cos b na. If you are taking cos sx cos x, cos sx cos x, that is 1 by 2 cos of s plus 1 x plus cos of s minus 1 x. Substitute this value there, we will get that 1 by 2 cos s plus 1 x plus cos s minus 1 x dx. So and then integrate over not 0 to infinity, 0 to a. So that is equal to 0 to a root 2 by pi. Take it 1 by 2 outside. Cos is sine s plus 1 x by s plus 1 plus sine s minus 1 x by s minus 1 from 0 to a. See, when that lower limit is 0, that lower limit is fully 0 because sine 0 0 sine 0 0, leave it. Only upper limit we have to apply that, and then here root 2 get cancelled. So root 2 is remaining 1 by root 2 by pi sine s plus 1 a sine s plus 1 a by s plus 1 plus sine s minus 1 a by s minus 1 is the answer. So if you are taking that s plus 1 and s minus 1 here, s square minus 1 s square minus 1. Anyway, 1 by root 2 pi is the answer, but here s is not equal to minus 1 and plus 1, provided s is not equal to minus 1 and plus 1, then only that solution will be exist. That means the Fourier cosine transform will be exist. Otherwise, the Fourier cosine transform will exist except s equal to minus 1, s equal to plus 1. Find the Fourier cosine and sine transform of e power minus ax, where there is no other way, x is greater than 0 and a is also greater than 0. Find the Fourier cosine and sine transform of e power minus ax. X is greater than 0 and a is greater than 0. Write the solution for this. So the Fourier cosine transform of e power minus ax, that is equal to root 2 by pi integral of 0 to infinity e power minus ax cos sx dx. So what is the general formula? Integral over 0 to infinity e power minus ax cos bx dx, that is equal to a by a square plus b square. It is one formula. One more formula is integral of 0 to infinity e power minus ax sin bx dx, that is equal to v by a square plus b square. It is the formula for the limit 0 to infinity. If it is not 0 to infinity, what is the general formula for integral over e power ax cos bx dx? That is e power ax by a square plus b square a cos bx plus b sin bx. Similarly, we can find that one more formula, e power ax sin bx dx. One more formula is there, you can search for this. So here, using this, what is that Fourier cosine transform of e power minus ax, a divided by a square plus s square is the, okay, one more thing is there, root 2 by pi, root 2 by pi, root 2 by pi, a by a square plus s square, it is the Fourier cosine transform of e power minus ax. Similarly, we can find that the Fourier sine transform of e power minus ax is root 2 by pi s by a square plus s square. Both are important result. Problem for practice. First problem, find the Fourier cosine transform of f of x equal to 1 when 0 less than x less than a, 0 when x greater than or equal to a. This is one problem. Second one, find the Fourier sine transform of find the Fourier sine transform of f of x equal to sin x when 0 less than x less than a, and then 0 when x greater than a. Solve both the problem. Yasmin,
Yes, sir.
யா உன்னோட டிரைவ் இல்லாம சேவ் ஆகுது மீட்டிங், எனக்கு ஷேர்
Okay,
பண்ணிடு
sir.
சரியா? சரி.